So when it comes to 18th question, we have been given that the sum of the 4th and 8th terms of an AP is 24, which means 4th term is A4 and 8th term is A8, and sum of them is given as 24. The sum of the 4th and 8th terms is 24. And the sum of the 6th term and the 10th term, which is 6th term is A6 and 10th term is A10. When you add these two, you get 44. That is what is given in the question. Now, when we apply the formula, for A4, it is A plus 3D. And for A8, it is A plus 7D. This will be equal to 24. Now, this will become 2A plus 10D equals 24. And we can divide this by 2 further to simplify it further, or you need not do that also. So this will give you A plus 5D equal to 12. So this is the first equation which we are getting. Likewise, for the second expression also, A6 is nothing but A plus 5D and A10 is nothing but A plus 9D. This will be equal to 44. Now this will become 2A plus 14D equals 44. Now again, when we divide this by 2, we get A plus 7D equals 22. So till this, we have got two equations, and now we are going to use the elimination method to find the values of A and B. So now we have got two equations, and we're going to use the elimination method. So A plus 5D is equal to 12, and A plus 7D is equal to 22. Now we can subtract 2, eliminate the value of A, and then when you subtract, this becomes minus 2D, and when we subtract, this becomes minus 34. So I'm sorry, we'll be getting minus 10. So this will give us D equals minus 10 by minus 2. This will give us the value of D as 5. So D equals 5 is the value of common difference. Now we substitute neither of the equations. I'm substituting the first equation. The first equation is A plus 5D equal to 12. So A plus 5 times the value of D is 5, which is equal to 12. So you get A plus 25 is equal to 12. So you get A equals 12 minus 25. And the value of A is nothing but minus 13. So the answer is A equal to minus 13 and D is equal to 5. And using this, we are going to frame the AP because they have asked for the AP, as you can see here. The first term is minus 13 and the next term is obtained by adding the common difference. So when we add plus 5, we get it as minus 8. And again, when we add plus 5, we get it as minus 3 and so on. So this is the required AP. When it comes to question number 19, there is a person named Subbarao and he's starting his work in 1995 and the salary, initial salary is rupees 5,000 the first year. Then every year he's receiving an increment of 200. Increment means along with the original amount, something extra is being added every year, which is 200. So already there is 5,000, so 5,200. Now the next year it becomes 5,400 and so on. He keeps working in the organization and after a few years, somewhere his salary, annual salary, that's salary for a year, reaches 7,000. Now it is for us to find in which year his income reached 7,000. Like after how many years did the income reach 7,000? So this particular question, we know very clearly that the first term is 5,000. And we also know that the common difference is 200. The common difference is 200 because when we subtract any two consecutive terms, we get 200. And also we take the 7,000 as an nth term and we are supposed to find the value of n. So we know the formula for an is a plus n minus 1 into d, which is equal to 7,000. And the value of a is 5,000 plus n minus 1 into d. The value of d is 200, which is equal to 7,000. Now, n minus 1 times 200 will be 2,000. The 5,000 goes to the other side, gets subtracted. So, n minus 1 equals 2,000 divided by 200. So, we get 10. So, n equals 11 because that minus 1 goes to the other side. So once we have got the value of n as 11, we are supposed to find in which year according to the question. So they have told that the person has started to work in 1995. So we add 11 to this 1995. Therefore, the year in which he gets an annual salary of 6,000 is 2006. So this is the final answer. The year in which he gets an annual salary of 7,000 is 2006. When it comes to 20th question, they have given that there is a person called Ramkali. She saves rupees 5 in the first week. So 5 rupees in the first week, and then increased her weekly savings by 1.75, which means the second week it is 5 plus 1.75. In the third week it is 5 plus 1.75 plus 1.75, likewise. So the AP is 5, and then 5 plus 1.75 is 6.75, and so on. And after a few weeks, the savings is 20.75. This question is very similar to the previous question, excepting the fact that this deals with weeks and not years. So we are supposed to find n, that is after how many weeks is the person savings summing up to, is the person saving 20.75. So now, same way, we take A as 5 and we take the common difference as 6.75 minus 5, which will be 1.75. That has been already given in the question. And this is the nth term. This we take it as an. So we substitute the formula an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, which is equal to 20.75. This is the value of an according to the question. Now a is 5 and then n minus 1, d is 1.75. This will be equal to 20.75. Now n minus 1 times 1.75 will be equal to now 20.75 minus 5. So we'll be getting 15.75. Now the final step will be n minus 1 equals 15.75 divided by 1.75. Please don't cancel this 75 and all that. So we have to multiply it by 100 in order to remove the decimals. We can directly do with the decimal as well, but this is a simplified version. So like this. Now with 5 tables we can cancel. Now 5 3 times is 15 in the denominator, then 5 2 times. I'm sorry, 5 5 times. Similarly 5 3 times and 5 1 times and 5 5 times. Again 5 7 times. Here 5 6 times and then 3 times. Now when you cancel you get 8. So n minus, sorry, just a minute. We get 9. So n minus 1 equals 9. So n equals 10. So the answer is n equal to 10. The third exercise deals with the concept called sum of n terms of an AP. So what do we mean by this? So if we have an AP, then we have some terms. For example, let me take the AP 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. So what I mean by sum of n terms is, for example, when I write S2, I mean the sum of first 2 terms. That is 2 plus 4, which will be 6. When I say S3, I mean the sum of first 3 terms of AP, which is 2 plus 4 plus 6, which is 12. So it's quite easy given such small numbers, and also we are finding the sum of first 2 terms or third terms. Suppose if you are supposed to find sum of first 50 terms, then it is not that easy to keep on adding them, for which we have special formula. The formula goes like this: sum of n terms, where n stands for any number, will be n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So I'm using square bracket for something and flower brackets for this. I mean the parenthesis for this. So this is the formula. This is the formula for sum of n terms. So we can use this formula if we know till which term we should find the sum. So for example, here n value is 2. In S3, the value of n is 3. Like to which term, up to which term we have to add. That is n, and a is the first term and d is the common difference. So if we know these 3, then we can find the sum of n terms using this formula. Now this formula can be rewritten like this: a plus n minus 1 into d. I have split this 2a like this. This 2a can be split as a plus a. Now, a plus n minus 1 into d is nothing but an. So this formula can also be written like this. Or sometimes the an is also written as L to show that the nth term is the last term. So we may think that these are different formulae, but these are all the same formula. So sometimes when they have not given the last term, we go with this formula. And if they have given the last term, then we go with the last formula. And the steps in between, I have used to just show how we have got that last formula. So 2a can be split as a plus a. And we know this formula, a plus n minus 1 into d is nothing but an, which can also be written hand in hand as L. L stands for last term or nth term. So we can use either of this formula. So when it comes to problems based on sum of n terms, so we are in question number 1 in exercise 5.3. So we are supposed to find the sum of the terms up to designated terms like 10 terms or 12 terms. So let us look at the first subdivision. So whenever they have given an AP, we can immediately deduce the values of A and all that. So let me do it here. The value of A is 2 and the value of D is 7 minus 2, which is 5. And then they have given up to 10 terms, which means 2 plus 7 plus 12 and so on. So 10 terms we are going to add, which means n is 10. They have not given 10 as a part of the AP. They have given up to 10 terms, which means still 10 terms we have to add. So n is 10. So we directly substitute this as the equation, which is Sn equals n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the formula for Sn. So we know the value of n, which is 10, and then we know the value of a, which is 2, and again we know the value of n, 10, and then we know the value of d, which is 5. So we substitute all of this. Now 10 by 2 becomes 5, and then 2 times is 4, and then 10 minus 1 will become 9, 9 5s is 45. So we get this as 5 times 49. So we get the answer as 245. When it comes to second subdivision, the value of A is minus 37. And the value of common difference is minus 33 minus 37. So the next step, this becomes minus 33 plus 37. So therefore, the common difference will be plus 4 because the bigger number has a positive sign. So this is the value of D and this is the value of A. And then n value is 12 because we have to find till the 12th term. So now Sn, that is S12, because the value of n is 12. So we can say S12 equals n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So we all know the value of n is 12. So we substitute 12 here, 12 by 2, and then 2 times a. The value of a is minus 37, and then n minus 1. So n is 12, 12 minus 1 is 11. I'm directly using 11, and the value of d is 4. So this has been given. Now this gets cancelled. We get 6, and then we get minus 74. And then when we multiply 2 and 37, we get minus 74, and then 11 times 4 is 44. So this will give us 6 times minus 30. So the answer will be minus 180. When it comes to third subdivision, I would like to do it in the left side of the screen. So the value of A is 0.6. That is the first term. And the common difference is 1.1. We get this by subtracting the consecutive terms, any of the two terms. And then 100 is the value of n, because we have to find it in 100 terms. So we substitute the formula. The formula is Sn equals n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now the value of n is 100. So 100 by 2 into 2 into a. A is 0.6 plus n. N is 100 minus 1 into d. D is 1.1. So all these values we are substituting. So now this gets cancelled. We get 50 And then 2 times 0.6 is 1.2. And then 100 minus 1 is 99. So 99 times 1.1. So this is what we get. So 50 times 1.2 plus, that would be 108.9. And then this is 50 times. So when we add these two, we get 110.1. And then finally, when we multiply it with 50, we get it as 5505. This is the final answer. When it comes to fourth subdivision, the value of A is 1 by 15. That is the first term. Now, the common difference will be 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15, which is the second term minus first term. Now, the LCM need not be obtained by multiplying 15 and 12. We can find a shorter LCM, which will be 60. The multiple that is common for 12 and 15 is 60. So we all know 12 5 times is 60. So we multiply 5, and we know 15 4 times is 60. So we do like this. So we get 5 minus 4 divided by 60. So we get it as 1 by 60. This is the LCM and this is the common difference. So the common difference, we are getting it as 1 by 60. And then we directly, and also the value of n is 11. So we directly do the formula. S11 is equal to 11 by 2, that is n by 2, into 2 into A. A is 1 by 15 plus n minus 1. N is 11. 11 minus 1 is 10 into D. D is 1 by 60. So now we get 11 by 2 into, so this is for only this. So 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So now this will become 2 by 15 and this will become 1 by 6. So this is where we are. And then 11 by 2 stays the same. Again, we take LCM. LCM will be 30. So 15, we have to multiply it by 2 in the numerator and denominator. So we get 4 in the numerator, and 6 we have to multiply it by 5 in the numerator and denominator. Whole divided by 30. So we get it as 11 by 2 into 9 by 30. Now this can also get cancelled, which is 3 by 10. So finally the answer will be 33 divided by 20.